we're in the grind of things in camp. It's getting real competitive around here. You're seeing guys competing at a high level, which is a good sign to see, a good sight to see. It's going to help this team down the road. So it's great being out here. I think today was day 17 or something like that. You lose track of the days. But guys are still just locked in, and you love to see that. Today was a grind, and it's happy to see guys just come out and compete today.
As you review the Minnesota game, what did you like about it that you can build on for Seattle?
You just want to keep that momentum going. I said after the game, even though it's an exhibition game, you still want to, create a culture around here of winning, especially with the young team, just showing them what it feels like to win and celebrating, after games. Because as we know, it's hard to win in this league. But moving forward, going into this game, we just want to keep momentum, keep scoring, finishing drives in the end zone, trying to get points, and just continue to be sharp in our assignments, in the run game, make sure we're blocking up guys, the pass game, make sure we're in the right space, right place at the right time, playing pitch and catch with our wide receivers and tight ends.
Coach said that this competition is getting to where he's pretty damn close to being able to make a decision, saying there's still more information. Do you feel that? Do you feel like that you're in the final stretches of this? How do you approach it? How do you deal with it?
I just keep being me. Every day I just come out and try to help this team be a better team, help the other 10 guys in the huddle be the best version of themselves that they can be. Like I said a couple weeks ago, a decision will be made, and we go forward. Whatever decision is made, it's going to be a decision that's we feel is best for this team. So right now, all I could do is focus on continuing to get better as a player every day, being a better teammate, and being a better father.
Teddy, the play today that was intercepted by Simmons, that looked like miscommunication. Is that right? And then how do you maybe correct that?
Yeah, we'll correct that in a meeting room. We'll talk about it once we watch it. It will go from there. But it's good to see guys just competing, flying around, having fun, man. Justin, one of the best safeties in this league. So it's good to see him making plays as well. He'll be making a lot of plays for us come this fall.
A recommendation came out yesterday that kids shouldn't play tackle football until 14, and Brett Favre endorsed it. What do you think about that? Is flag football a good substitute? Any general thoughts there?
And I think everyone has their own views on that topic there. I was a guy, I started playing football when I was 4 years old. And, I picked up a football when I was 4 years old, and I always had dreams of making it to the NFL. So it's one of those topics where, everyone's going to bump heads. Everyone have their opinions about it. For me, like I said, I started playing when I was 4 years old. It's honestly a decision where, parents make that decision. Coaches may be able to judge a child, by maybe his physical attributes or his mental state and decide from there.
Do you think it's going to come down to the Seattle game, the decision, and do you hope it comes down to the Seattle game?
Honestly, man, I really don't even think about a decision being made. Like I said after the game, if I'm worrying so much about a decision being made, then I'm doing a disservice to this team, the 10 other guys that are out there with me, and that's not fair to those guys. Everyone is competing for a spot on this team, just competing to provide for their families and different things. So why would I make a moment about me, and take away from those 10 other guys that are out there?
But on a personal level, does it drive you to want to be the starter?
Honestly, man, I wake up and I tell myself, be the best version of Teddy that I can be, and let the rest take care of itself. Of course, we all want to be the guy making plays, in this league. But, man, anything can happen. And as we know throughout the course of this last season and the years before, I had an opportunity where I was backing up Drew Brees, and Drew Brees got injured, and I ended up playing. So you never know, man. You may need 3-4 quarterbacks throughout the course of the season. Hopefully you don't. But, it's good that we have guys on this team who can go out there and have played football games in this league and have won in this league.
You say you guys have progressed situationally, whether it's third down, red zone, games, where have you made strides?
I think we're doing a good job of just being efficient, playing in rhythm, having a clock in our head, getting the ball to our guys and letting them make plays in space.
Drew said that this competition has made him just a lot better kind of all the way around. Can you feel that it's made you better, and if so, how?
It's honestly making me way better. It's one of those deals where it's like you're the older guy in the room now, and you have a ton of knowledge that you've gained over the years from being in the room with different guys. So for me, it's one of those deals where I get to pour it back into, Drew and Brett and help them elevate their games while elevating my game as well.
Do you feel like you've done enough to be named a starter?
Man, this is one of those deals where we're just out here competing every day, trying to help the Broncos become the best team that we can be, getting ready for the season in the fall.
One thing that seems to be lending it to that is that run game. How much did that help in that first game? And is that emerging as an offensive identity, the ability to just pound it on the ground?
Yeah, it's great to be able to just establish a run game, especially in this league. Especially when you get to like the end of November, December, you get those cold games and, guys don't want to tackle. So it's good to see, our run game, having its own identity. And then as a quarterback, you love to see it as well because you look at the tape from Saturday, we run a play action and Drew's able to hit KJ for a long touchdown. So that just hats off to the run game. They created that spark. They gave a good sell and, Drew and KJ did the rest. But it's good to have a good run game for sure.
Working with Bradley looks like he's getting more and more snaps, playing more and more. From your perspective, what are you seeing from him kind of coming around that edge? How do you think he's progressing?
Who is Bradley? Bradley Chubb. Who was that? Nah, man. Chubb, man. Bradley, man. He's great, man. It's good to have him on our team. You see him out there. He and GB, they go at it every day, and it only makes the team better. It makes GB a better player. GB makes 5-5 a better player. So having a guy like that, getting to the groove of things, we know what type of player he can be in this league, and you see him going against All-Pro GB. It's fun to see. He's out there talking trash. I love it. We talk trash to each other, say little things. Today he was making fun of some things, and it's good. Just it breaks the ice sometimes. Out here on the football field, you have different personalities, and you have 5-5 with his personality, Vaughn with his personality. It's great for this team.
Getting to work with Drew the last few months and being in that room together, what have you learned about him that maybe kind of surprised you a little bit as you got to know him?
You say about Drew? And Drew is just a guy. He's thirsty for knowledge, and he's thirsty, to be, one of the best quarterbacks in this league. And when you have a guy like that who's thirsty, man, who understands he's been through some things early in his career, he's had different guys, in and out of the room. You want that stability. And I think for Drew, it's good that he's getting that stability. He's his second year in his offense. That's huge for his growth. Like I said, you talk about stability and so much changes in this league. And, to have that stability, it gives you a sense of comfort. And you see that now. We come out here, we practice. He's having fun. We go in the meeting room, we're talking, he's asking questions and things like that. And we're glad that he's on our team.
Thanks.
Thank you.